Here's the thing you might have noticed. These days, men and women talk about marriage like it's like an old flip phone or something that's outdated and unnecessary. People are out there saying, who even needs it anymore? But let me tell you something. Just because something seems old-fashioned, which it isn't, it definitely is also not irrelevant. Marriage, that's something that's a lot of people are trying to make it seem like it's fallen out of favor. In fact, some even argue that it's a trap, it's a relic of the past, and it's just a piece of paper, or even worse, it's about putting men and women back into slavery. But the truth is this: it is a thing that was created by God, and it makes people better. It is the foundation for society, and it's something that is overall good for our whole world. Marriage is just as relevant now as it has ever been, from when Adam first saw Eve and said, "That girl's a baddie." All right, maybe that's an exaggeration, but that's still what he was saying. Hey guys, as a man who's been married for 25 years, got married in my early 20s, pushing 50, still married, I can tell you this: marriage is tough and it's difficult, and it has its ups and downs, but you know what? It's also overall a positive. So I'm going to be talking about why today, in 2025, marriage is still a good thing, and how it follows God's plan, and why the nuclear family is the foundation for a stable society, and how the stats show that kids thrive when they are brought up in a two-parent household. Plus, we'll throw in a little humor because, hey, for real, marriage needs to have some laughs too. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So, let's get at it. Hey, I'm Rob Johnson. I want to welcome you to the Legacy Gentleman channel. On this channel, every day, I talk about the values, skills, and work that'll be admired and desired 1,000 years from now. And when you successfully develop and live them out, you, sir, are a legacy gentleman. So guys, look, first and foremost, marriage, it's not a social construct. It is a God construct. Genesis 2:24 spells it out clearly. A man leaves his father and his mother to unite with his wife, and they become one flesh. This is not just a romantic, poetic thing. It is a divine architecture. God designed marriage to reflect his covenant with us, and it is about unity, love, sacrifice, and commitment. I think about Ephesians 5:24. It lays out that the husband love his wife just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Well, that's a big deal, because Christ died for the church, and all of existence really exists for us to come to Christ, and that's what it's all led to. So forget all that I'm the prize, I'm the man. Marriage requires sacrifice for us as men, and it will require the ultimate sacrifice for our purpose-driven relationship. Look guys, talk to a married person. You'll find out this: marriage is not about unlimited access to bumping ugly with somebody. It just ain't about that. And women, it's also not about unstopping candlelit dinners that are romantic and long walks on the beach. It ain't about that either. It's about two imperfect people being held together by God, and probably duct tape on some days, it'll seem like. It's that beauty that is God's plan. And his plan, I tell you, is always better than our plans, and it's always better for us than anything we can conceive of. Now look, let's zoom out for a second. You might still be asking, okay, why does marriage matter in society today? And it's because the nuclear family, that's the mother, the father, and the children. When they're married, these couples raise their children together, and it is really the backbone for a healthy community. Think about it. Families are where you are first taught discipline when it's done right. Think about it. Families, that's where your values are taught. It's where you were first instilled with the idea of discipline, and you first encounter unconditional love. Strong families create strong communities, and strong communities build thriving societies, and the nuclear family fosters this. It fosters responsibility, it fosters teamwork, It fosters stability. This is when it's all done right, but that is what the purpose of marriage is, to create this environment. Look, it's kind of like the Wi-Fi for society. You don't notice how much it matters until things are broken and everything starts to lag a little bit. See, when the family unit is weakened, you see the ripple effects. Higher crime, higher poverty, a fractured community, and marriage is the glue that holds society together. And for me, I really think that that's one of those things that you start to see where people want you to move away from the family structure. They tear away this nuclear family. They tear away the man. They tear away the woman. They tear away the husband. They tear away the father. And that's where they try to weaken community that makes you susceptible to outside control. But that is not God's plan for us. Let me hit you with some facts. See, studies have consistently shown that children raised in two-family households have a major advantage. They're more likely to graduate from high school, attend college, avoid the troubles with the law. They tend to have a better emotional and mental health, and they really just report to be happier. For example, reports from the Institute of Family Studies found that children from intact families are less likely to experience poverty, more likely to achieve upward mobility, and kids need stability, and nothing provides better stability than a loving, committed marriage that they see their parents in. And look, even the stats agree. Children with both parents at home are winning, and I'm pretty sure stats don't lie unless you're talking about calorie counting on all the snacks that I love. But seriously, marriage gives kids the foundation they need to thrive and achieve. But look, it's not just kids who benefit. Marriage has a ripple effect across all of society. Married couples are more financially stable. They reduce the poverty rates. Communities are much stronger when the family structures is intact. They end up having a lower crime rate. And when families are stable, economies thrive because people are focused, productive, and secure. Think about this kind of as an analogy. Marriage is like a savings account for society. You invest in it constantly, and over time, the interest builds for everybody. But when people stop valuing marriage, society pays a very high price, full of chaos. Gentlemen, marriage is good for you. But not just you, it's good for everybody around you. It's the kind of win-win we need to see more of in this world. Look, I know some of y'all are still skeptical. In fact, a lot of you, I watch your YouTube channels and I enjoy a lot of them. Sometimes you say stuff like this: marriage is just a piece of paper. But you know what? So is a $100 bill. It's just a piece of paper. I don't see everybody throwing it away either. Yes, it actually takes work, but everything takes work. Everything worth having does. And the reward is love, purpose, and a legacy worth every bit of that effort. Marriage isn't outdated. It is the foundation for society. It is the way God made us to be. And when you get yourself right and you find a wife who's gotten herself right, you guys are going to have much more together than you would have ever had by yourself. Marriage isn't just tradition. It is the cornerstone of our civilization. It is God designed for us to build strong families, raise thriving children, and to create a better world. Don't buy into the myth that marriage is just irrelevant. Don't even listen to those lies that it is bad for men, it's an uneven deal, and it's stuff that makes men and women enslaved. It is important for society today, now more than ever. The world feels like we're divided and it's chaotic, and marriage is a stabilizing force today. Yes, it's hard, and yes, it's going to take work, but believe me, because at the end of the day, marriage isn't just about the ball and chain. It is a key to unlocking life and really, guys, God's purpose for your life, for your wife's life, for your children's life, and for a legacy for us all. And that's coming from a guy who's been married for 25 years and will tell you marriage is really freaking tough. So until next time, stay committed, stay strong. Until next time, go be legendary.